Hey guys, I'm here with a new review. Today I have this indoor smart lock. This is perfect for bedrooms or bathrooms or closet doors and all that stuff. Plus, it gives you 5 different ways of unlocking it, so you don't have to be messing around with keys. But of course, it does come with keys just in case. Let me bring you in closer, show you the lock, then let's install it and make sure you stay tuned for me to show you all 5 different ways of unlocking it. So first, here we have the manual. This shows you how to install it and everything, but we're going to go through that together. And of course, the mobile app, which is one of the ways of unlocking it. Here is a door template in case you have to prepare a new door for the lock set, and your warranty card. So here we have the installation hardware. They also include a little screwdriver. Here is your door strike and the screws for that also. And here is the key for the lock. So they do include 2 keys. Okay, of course, that's another way of unlocking it. And this is a lever key, a lever type of door handle. All right, so very nice finish on it. And here we have the smart side of it. Okay, so everything is built into here. So in here we have the fingerprint or the keypad, which is 2 other ways of unlocking it. All right, and another last thing here is the RFID card. So that's another way of unlocking it too. So I'm telling you, this is a great lock set. Let's go ahead and install it and let me show you how all these function. Okay, before we start the installation, let me show you. I've got everything laid out here. I added a screwdriver here, and of course we have the little tiny one that comes with the kit. We have the 2 keys and a hard reset there, and the handles. And there's a few things that we need to do. So first, the door strikes come with this protective covering over it that we need to peel off. That's on both. And another thing we need to do is the battery is in here. 4 AAA batteries. These are my favorite ones. So these are the Energizer Lithium. These batteries are fantastic. I mean, they last a very long time. So I highly recommend them. On the handle, there's a little screw that we unscrew it. And then the battery compartment comes out. And that's where the 4 AAA batteries go. Let me go ahead and start the installation of the lock set. All right, so now to start installing the lock set, first thing we need to do is install this door strike. Remember this opening here, we'll talk about it in a minute. That's where the wire is going to go through, okay? So here at my house, the way that this door closes, this part here goes towards the door frame. My house goes like that. Now we're going to put a couple of screws in there. These screws do not have to be very tight, just snug. It's just to hold this in place. Okay, now we need to prepare the lock. So first thing we need to do is we're going to have to slide this through. Make sure that's all the way in. Okay, then we have to put in these pegs here. Okay, once we put in the pegs, we're going to unscrew these. So you can unscrew them before or after. Whatever you want to do is fine. These long screws here are the ones that are going to be holding the inside handle in place. So now once we have these 2 screws removed, we're going to install this handle. And if you recall on the lock set, on the strike, I told you about that opening. So that opening is where this wire is going to go through, and all that is going to slide in through it, just like that. Okay. Once you have everything through, those 2 pins that we just put in, you're going to make sure that those pins slide in. Now we're going to start installing the inside handle. Okay, that wire again has to come out that side. So once we have that done, now we're going to slide in these screws. When you remove the battery compartment here, you will notice that there is a little screw opening on the inside handle for this purpose. I pulled it off a little bit so that way I can see where I have to put the other screw in. So once I have those aligned, I can start screwing these in. These don't have to be very tight, but they do have to be kind of snug. You don't want the handle moving around on you. So they do have to be a little tight. Now I'm going to install the batteries. Of course, where the springs is the back of the battery. And we're going to be installing all four. So now the cable goes connected to that one there. You cannot install it backwards. It will only go in one direction. Now we're going to run this in. So it is installed. Next thing we need to do is start programming it. And I want to show you something on this side here. With the keys, this little pin comes. This is to reset it. In case you have a problem, to do a hard reset on it if you wanted to forget everything. Okay. On this side, you can see that there is a USB-C port. That is in case the battery that's on the inside completely dies and you don't have a way of opening it, you can install a USB-C power and power it up and unlock the door that way. All right, let me go ahead and start getting the app ready, and we will go through all the different ways of unlocking this door. The app, just like all the other ones, you go download it, install it. You do have to create an account. Adding it, upper right-hand corner, you hit that little plus sign, and you stand in front of the lock, and it will find it and add it. Very simple, no issues at all with it. So here, this is one way of unlocking it. At the bottom here, you slide this over to the right and that unlocks the lock. So that's way one. I also want to show you a couple of other things here. So we have this little arrow here in the middle. You hit that and you can get more options. Temporary code is if you want to give somebody the code temporarily for them to open up the lock. This is where you would set what time this key will, or this number unlock will last for, and then you can type in the code. Now here's where you set up another 3 ways of unlocking it. So you can do fingerprint, you can do a code, a minimum of 6 letters, and then the card. That is the RFID card that we have on there. And very simple, you just hit set up the code and it will ask you to keep your finger on the doorknob. And I will show you how to do that. Same thing with the code. You just type in a number that you want for it, whatever that may be. Again, minimum of 6 digits, maximum 8. And the RFID is the same. You hold it close to the handle and it will save it and scan it and add it to your profile. You unlock the door, and the door itself, the lock will lock itself automatically. Let me go ahead and get out of the app and set up the camera and show you the other ways of opening up this lock. Okay, now I want to show you the other ways of unlocking this lock. I already showed you the app way. Now let's do fingerprint. So that is unlocked. Okay, that is number 1. And then the auto lock feature.